You'll learn something amazing about yourself if you watch this video through to the finish. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Have you ever seen someone in their 70s or 80s who exudes confidence, speaks wisely, and lives with the vitality of a young person? What causes some people to mature gracefully while others have difficulty? What if I told you that remarkable aging is influenced by decisions, routines, and mentality as well as chance? Many people believe that aging is a gradual decrease, yet this couldn't be further from the reality. There are people in their 70s and 80s all around the world who continue to travel, exercise weights, launch enterprises, and lead happy lives. They have perfected the art of aging gracefully, so they are not merely lucky. And now we will discuss the 8 strong indicators that you are aging in a remarkable way. You are a unique gem if you are still able to move with strength, maintain mental clarity, deal with life's obstacles with fortitude, maintain relationships, and find meaning in each day. However, how do people accomplish this? What secrets do they possess? Above all, are these teachings applicable to our own lives? So allow me to pose 3 queries to you. Have you ever pondered what enables you to feel powerful and independent when you wake up in the morning? What if I told you that getting older doesn't necessarily imply losing speed? Do you want to uncover the hidden characteristics that help some elderly people age well while others have a hard time? Stay with me through to the finish, because what you're about to hear could permanently alter your perspective on aging. Consider Eleanor, a woman. Despite being 75 years old, she puts on her walking shoes and goes for a vigorous walk in the park every morning. She is not a cane user. She is not feeling weak. She feels strong, actually. She is frequently stopped by people who inquire, "What's your secret?" Eleanor explains, "I just keep moving," with a smile. The capacity to move confidently is one of the most potent indicators of outstanding aging. It's about having the strength to perform daily tasks without difficulty, not about lifting large weights or running marathons. Is it still possible to ascend the stairs without experiencing dyspnea? Is it possible to carry a grocery bag without getting tired? If so, you already outperform the majority of people your age. Muscles are only one aspect of physical strength. It has to do with freedom. A well-aged body is characterized by the capacity to get out of bed without help, to get out of a chair without exertion, and to stroll without fear of falling. However, strength is not something that just happens. It is developed via steady movement. Those who never stop being active are the ones who age nicely. Your body may remain strong for decades if you do something as easy as stretching every day, going on a walk, or using little weights. However, mobility involves both mental and physical aspects. Without a strong mind to direct it, a powerful body is nothing. Research indicates that those who push themselves to read, gain new abilities, and solve problems remain more intelligent for longer. When a 78-year-old takes up a musical instrument or learns a new language, they are training their brain in the same way that an athlete exercises their body. The secret is to keep growing. Balance is another crucial indicator of extraordinary aging. Not only is bodily balance important, but it's also the capacity to maintain stability in daily life. Individuals that age well don't let little setbacks depress them. They are aware that negativity and stress impair mental and physical health. They inhale deeply, release unneeded anxieties, and concentrate on what really counts. Therefore, you are aging incredibly well if you are still able to move with confidence, maintain physical strength, push your mental limits, and preserve emotional and physical equilibrium. You are a unique gem because of that, my buddy. Walter, who is 82, continues to play chess at the neighborhood cafe every morning. His hands move the pieces with steady certainty, and his eyes are full of focus. Walter typically prevails even though his opponents are frequently half his age. What's his secret? He never stopped pushing his intellect. Having a keen memory and the capacity for clear thought are 2 of the most obvious indicators of extraordinary aging. It is a common misconception that forgetfulness is an inevitable aspect of aging. However, this is not totally accurate. The brain diminishes if it is not used, much like a muscle. Long into their 80s and 90s, people who keep their minds busy by reading, writing, solving puzzles, or picking up new skills frequently retain their cognitive capacities. The goal is to keep the intellect active, not to be a genius. However, memory is more than just the ability to remember dates or names. It also involves maintaining mental flexibility, which includes problem solving, change adaptation, and original thought. People who age extraordinarily well are those that welcome new ideas rather than oppose them, because the world is always changing. They become proficient with smartphones, take up new interests, and maintain their curiosity. The mind remains youthful because of this interest. Emotional intelligence, or the capacity to regulate emotions, maintain optimism, and forge solid bonds with others, is another essential component of a bright mind. People who age exceptionally don't let pessimism to control them. They emphasize connection, humor, and thankfulness. According to studies, those who have deep social connections and have deep talks are less likely to suffer from cognitive decline. The brain is kept alive by human interaction. Lastly, mental acuity is a combination of wisdom and knowledge. Experience is a source of wisdom, but so is introspection. People that age well take the time to reflect on their past, not with regret, but with empathy. They find significance in their path, growth in their challenges, and lessons in their mistakes. They comprehend life rather than merely recalling facts. Therefore, you are aging in a way that few others do if you are still able to think clearly, adjust to change, maintain your curiosity, and cultivate meaningful relationships. And that is an immeasurable blessing. Maria is 78 years old and always smiles when she wakes up. She has experienced adversity, including losing her spouse, overcoming illness, and seeing the deaths of close friends. The smell of her favorite tea, the feel of the sun on her face, and her grandchildren's laughter, however, still bring her delight. What's Maria's secret? Emotional fortitude. Being resilient in the face of adversity is more important for excellent aging than physical health. Those that age well don't focus on their losses. Rather, they concentrate on their remaining possessions. They do not let suffering to define them, even if they are aware that sorrow, failure, and adversity are inevitable in life. They deal with their feelings, grow from them, and go on. The capacity for forgiveness is another indication of extraordinary aging. Life is only made more difficult by holding on to anger and bitterness for years. People who have a light heart and live healthily into old age have learned to let go of their past traumas. They choose peace over resentment rather than wasting time harboring grudges. Forgiveness is releasing yourself from the weight of negativity, not forgetting. Another strong characteristic of those who age well is optimism. The heart can stay light even if the body slows down. Positive thinkers tend to live longer and be healthier, according to studies. It's about making the decision to concentrate on opportunity, thankfulness, and hope rather than disregarding reality. Small things are beautiful to those who age extremely well. They continue to dream, they enjoy the present, and they laugh a lot. Last but not least, having a purpose gives you emotional strength. The perception that they are no longer required causes many people to struggle with aging. However, people who age well discover new meanings. They volunteer, coach the next generation, impart their knowledge, or pursue new interests. They realize that finding joy in life itself and adding value to others are the true sources of purpose, not employment or social standing. You are aging in a unique and uncommon way if you are still able to choose optimism, let go of the past, find joy, and live with purpose. Mr. Johnson still looks forward to his morning stroll at the age of 82. He does his own cooking, grocery shopping, and housework. What's his secret? He cherishes his freedom. Enjoying completely is more important for aging well than simply enjoying a long life. Individuals who remain independent into old age are genuinely unique treasures. They keep making their own decisions, overcoming obstacles, and finding methods to remain involved in life. Maintaining physical and mental health is essential for independence. Individuals that age remarkably continue to move. To maintain the function of their muscles and joints, they stretch, go for walks, or perform easy workouts. To keep their minds active, they read, work through puzzles, or pick up new skills. They discover methods to remain involved even when mobility becomes difficult. They realize that being independent requires more than simply physical prowess. It also requires perseverance. Adaptability is another crucial quality. People who age well learn to adapt to the ongoing changes in life. They embrace technology instead of being afraid of it. To remain in touch, pick up new skills online, and adjust to the modern world, they use smartphones. They acknowledge that growing older has difficulties, but rather than giving up, they find answers. They view these behaviors, such as using a cane, using hearing aids, or seeking assistance when necessary, as means of continuing to live their lives according to their own terms, rather than as indications of weakness. Another indicator of extraordinary aging is the ability to handle day-to-day tasks without feeling overburdened. While some people feel lost as they age, many who maintain their independence have established routines and habits that make life easier. They focus on what really matters, keep track of key activities, and manage their homes. Their lives are not dominated by emotional or physical clutter. They put their health first by maintaining an active lifestyle, eating healthily, and reducing stress. Lastly, having a strong sense of self is the first step toward actual independence. Individuals that age well don't depend on other people to make them happy. They continue to develop as people, enjoy their own company, and pursue their interests. They understand that although connections are vital, genuine contentment originates inward. You are aging in a unique and uncommon way if you are still able to take care of yourself, adjust to change, simplify your life, and remain loyal to who you are. Mrs. Ramirez, who is 78, smiles every morning when she wakes up. She has faced her fair share of hardships, including the death of loved ones, health issues, and periods of uncertainty. But she chooses to focus on life's positive aspects. People who age exceptionally are aware that having a happy outlook is a powerful instrument that influences their experiences, rather than merely being a characteristic. They put more emphasis on thankfulness, purpose, and the capacity to find joy in the little things, rather than allowing negativity to rule them. Resilience is a major component of this worldview. People who age well have learned how to bounce back from setbacks, but life is full of challenges. They don't linger on regrets or errors from the past. Rather, they embrace the situation and proceed with courage. When they become unwell, they view it as a challenge to overcome rather than the end. They grieve, yet keep finding reasons to live if they lose a loved one. They are uncommon because of their capacity to persevere under any circumstances. Gratitude is another quality they have in common. Exceptional people concentrate on what they still have, while others focus on what they have lost as they age. They enjoy the taste of a home-cooked dinner, the warmth of the sun, or the laughter of a grandchild. They realize that contentment comes from appreciating what is currently there, rather than from possessing everything. They find little moments of happiness, even in trying circumstances. Emotional equilibrium is also necessary for healthy aging. Stress, rage, or frustration are not allowed to rule the lives of those who lead long and contented lives. They surround themselves with pleasant energy, forgive readily, and let go of grudges. They prioritize meaningful interactions over poisonous ones. They are aware that mental health is equally as vital as physical health. They safeguard their hearts and minds by opting for peace rather than confrontation. Lastly, they continue to grow. Having a positive outlook means being open and not just joyful. They see life as an adventure rather than a burden, and they never stop learning and doing new things. They think there is an opportunity to try something new every day. You are aging in a very unique and lovely way if you are still able to express thanks, find joy, persevere through hardships, and let go of negativity. Even at 82, Mr. Thompson continues to tutor youth at the community center in the afternoons. He does it because he understands the importance of sharing knowledge, not for financial gain or attention. People who age exceptionally know that life is about giving, not just taking. They understand the value of their life experiences, abilities, and lessons gained over time. They assist others avoid the mistakes they made by passing them on to newer generations, rather than keeping them to themselves. The capacity to mentor and encourage others is one of the best indicators of remarkable aging. Giving back gives one a sense of purpose, whether it's by teaching a grandchild how to bake, giving counsel to a friend who is having difficulties, or just listening to someone who is in need. Many senior citizens engage in community service, mentoring, or volunteer work. They are aware that as they age, their value increases rather than declines. Knowing that their advice is influencing others gives them a great sense of fulfillment. They give in ways other than just giving their knowledge. While some give their time to charity, others show kindness by smiling, offering support, or encouraging others. Giving has great power. It keeps the soul alive and the heart youthful. People who actively participate in their communities are happier and live longer, according to studies. Assisting others energizes them rather than depletes them. Their capacity to establish deep bonds is yet another outstanding trait. Relationships are the greatest riches in life, as exceptional people know. They try to maintain relationships with their loved ones, friends, and even strangers. Rather than withdrawing, they connect, provide support, and form close emotional ties. These relationships keep people emotionally and cognitively active and prevent loneliness by adding depth and significance to their lives. Lastly, those who age successfully view their older years as a chance to leave a legacy rather than a period of decline. They consider what really counts and concentrate on having a constructive influence. Through stories, deeds of generosity, or brief moments of advice, they make sure that their impact endures long after they are gone. You are a precious gem whose light will shine for years to come if you still have the heart to give, the wisdom to impart, and the love to connect. As we draw to a close, it's critical to keep in mind that exceptional aging involves more than just the quantity of years you live. It also involves the quality and significance of those years. Your ability to remain active, upbeat, connected, and giving with your knowledge and affection are the hallmarks of outstanding aging. Our ability to age gracefully, robustly, and joyfully is unlocked when we prioritize taking care of our bodies and minds. Accepting change rather than resisting it is the secret to extraordinary aging. We may encounter difficulties as we become older, but what really counts is how we handle those difficulties. We can keep learning and developing if we remain open-minded, inquiring, and flexible. At 65 or 80, life doesn't end. On the contrary, it presents fresh chances for development, exploration, and fulfillment. You may guarantee that your latter years are full of vitality and purpose by continuing to be involved in life, whether that be through mental challenges, physical activity, or strengthening your relationships. You'll find a greater sense of purpose that keeps your heart young if you enjoy lending a hand to others, sharing your stories, and giving back to your community. Therefore, keep in mind that exceptional aging is about living rather than merely surviving if you're 65, 80, or even beyond. Continue to take care of your body, mind, and soul. Continue to be active. Learn new things, impart your knowledge, and cultivate deep relationships. A life well lived is characterized by these qualities, which will inspire, influence, and illuminate the world for years to come. No matter your age, you will always be a precious gem if you continue to embrace life's wonderful adventure.